Okay, hello everyone. I hope this has been heard because I've been having some audio issues before. I don't think we're live. This is just a recording of a video. So yeah, I was getting a bit mixed up before because I was having some issues with StreamYard. But other than that, don't worry about it. It's all sorted now, I hope. And yeah, this is my reaction to the 2023 Manly Warringah Sea Eagles Fox League predicted team. So Fox League have basically predicted their 1 through 17 for the 2023 season, and I think the majority of it I agree with, but there's probably some tweaks in there that I would personally do, but that's just me. But other than that, I think it's mostly correct. So we'll see how we'll see how accurate the team ends up being actually from the Fox League one. So guess we'll find out. But yeah, before I start, just want to sort of say thank you to all the new subscribers recently and new support. The support's been amazing, and even when it's the off season, it's still good to see some of the loyal fans and subscribers still comment on my videos and still show the same support. It's obviously greatly appreciated for myself and the channel. So that means a lot. So I got to give that sort of mention to those fans and subscribers. You're very loyal. So the footy starts soon, so that'd be great. But yeah, look, to sort of get into it right now, I guess I'll go for the team. So looking at the team, so I'll read out the team here. So Fox League have gone fullback Tom Trbojevic, the wingers Ruben Garrick and Jason Saab, the centers are Tolu Kola and Brad Parker, the halves are Josh Schuster and Daly Sherry Evans, the captain. The props are Josh Aloye and Sean Kepi, hooker Lachlan Croker. The back rowers are Hamali Olakawatu and Kelman Tuanangi, and lock Jake Trbojevic. And the bench is Carl Lorden, Ben Condon, Tyler Fafala Sipley, and Ben Trbojevic. So that's the team Fox League have basically gone with, and that's what they've been predicting. So last year they had a series last year, round one predicted teams. Fox League, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure they're going to do that again, but it seems like this year they're just doing best 17s. So look, I personally believe it's pretty much accurate in the backline sort of area. Like, I think that's going to happen, except I would have Christian Tuipulotu on the wing instead of Ruben Garrick, and Garrick goes into the centres instead of Brad Parker. I think that's what they're planning to do, because in Garrick's new contract, it was said that he'll be guaranteed a centre spot, which it may not be true. It may have just been a media sort of beat up, or just some sort of. I mean, our CEO did say he'll play in the centres, so I guess what time will tell. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm expecting Garrick to play in the centres and Tuipulotu on the wing and Brad Parker out. But I think Seabold doesn't mind Parker, so we'll see how he goes selecting the back line there. It's going to be tough, but overall it's very decent. Obviously, Tom at fullback when he's injury-free is a freak, so good to have Tom there. Then obviously the new look halves of Schuster and Sherry Evans will be interesting as well. Like, I think Schuster already losing 12 kgs in the off season or something. It was something like that. Yeah. No, he's gone really well, Schuster, in the off season. He's worked hard. He's definitely kept his mind to helping lose weight and benefiting himself. So it's fantastic to see from young Schuster. Then obviously DCE's at Manly for another year now. This is basically his 12th season at the club, turning 34. So it's getting close to retirement age for DCE, but I think he's still fit enough to go for another year or two. So we'll see how he goes this year, I guess. But yeah, I'm sure Schuster and DCE may look be quiet first, but might come good around the middle of the season. Let's hope anyway that it doesn't take too long for them to gel. But yeah, obviously my backline would be Tom Trbojevic, Jason Saab, Kola, Garrick and Tuipulotu. That would be my back five, and obviously the halves are Schuster and DCE. But look, other than that, I don't think Fox has done a bad job there. Could happen in that back line. They put with Parker and centres and Garrick on the wing. And as for the forward pack now, sort of going to go through that, which is Josh Aloye and Sean Kepi the props, and Lachlan Croker at the hooker. And the back rowers, Hamali Olakawatu, Kelman Tuanangi, and Lock Jake Trbojevic. Pretty much spot on, I think. I wouldn't change anything there apart from maybe just Sean Kepi to the bench and Taniela Paseka to start. I've got to say, I can't believe Fox forgot to have Taniela Paseka there. Literally one of our most damaging players in our whole team that bends the line and such a threat to the opposition. I don't know how Fox have missed him. I mean, I can't see him being left out of the side, especially how high Seabold's already spoken upon him. So to leave Paseka out's a bit of a joke by Fox League, but it's Fox League. Maybe they have the work experience kid on. You never know. But look, it's definitely not going to be the case of him being left out because Paseka will be there. But yeah, look, I think other than that, the forward pack's pretty spot on. Like I love the back rower combination of Olakau'atu and Tuolangi that has so much potential to be one of the most frightening in the comp if they both play consistently well. And like Jake Trbojevic, Jake's obviously he's obviously the heart of this team, and obviously his passion is just, it's obviously covers up most of how we are as a club. His passion for the club will never die, and I respect that, and I think all Manly fans should. So and the props Aloye, and it says Kepi, but I obviously would have Paseka there. But look, Kepi re-signed on a long-term deal until 2026 or something. I'm pretty sure. So he's re-signed for a long time, or 2025, one of them years. But yeah, he's re-signed on a long-term deal. Obviously, that's well deserved. I feel like maybe there's some things Kevin might need to improve on, like the ball handling and stuff like that. But again, that's very easy to fix, and I'm sure he will know that too. So I think Kepi to the bench for me would be what I'll do, and Paseka to start at prop. But other than that, it's pretty much a spot-on sort of forward pack there. And Croak at hooker, of course, will start as well. And onto the bench now, which is Carl Lorden, Ben Condon, Taufifala Sibley, and Ben Trbojevic. Now, this is the part where I think I have a bit of issues and I want to make some changes. So, obviously, the jersey 14, Carl Lorden, I think that will happen. But even though he'll be injured at the start of the year, I still think he'll probably play at jersey 14 anyway. But guys like Condon and Ben Trbojevic, I don't know if the two Bens will be there. Like, obviously, I'm excited to see what Condon could do for us because he's a big bloke and he's obviously a towering sort of looking player. Just if he can get that potential happening at Manly, so he may break into the team at one point, but I personally can't see him starting yet. But maybe he will one day, you never know. But personally, I wouldn't have him on my bench. I'd probably have Ethan Bullimore in that jersey 15 instead. Or even just a young guy, I guess you could go with as well, like an unknown, like a Vili Fafita or Alec Tuilagilavaki, like one of those guys will break out onto the bench. But I think Condon, will definitely get a lot of game time with us. Just I think he needs to prove it a bit first after not playing many games recently, or didn't play any last year for the Cowboys because of getting outplayed by Nanai and Lukey and all these other guys. But, it happens. So he'll come to me with a point to prove, Condon. Taufifala Sibley on the bench, I think he'll be there. He'll definitely be there alongside either Paseka or Kepi. Definitely not Ben Trbojevic. Like, I like Burbo. I think Burbo is still young and has got some potential in him, and I think he'll eventually grow into a very fine player. But yeah, look, he's young. I think he's still learning what his best position is because I don't know what I look. Even myself, I don't know what position he's best at. Is it back row? Is it center? I think he's more of a back rower personally, or just a utility that might plug a hole somewhere in the forwards or backs. But I don't know. I don't think Ben will be there, but you never know. But look, obviously, because he's a Trbojevic, wouldn't automatically get in. He needs to work on himself first. But I don't mind Ben. I think Ben is the future of the Sea Eagles, and but I think I'd have Paseka on that bench or Sean Kepi on the bench. Depends what Seabold decides to do with the starting forward pack and who's the other bench forward. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, if I'm to give my best team on top of my head, mine would be fullback Tom Trbojevic, wingers Jason Saab and Christian Tuipulotu, centers Tolutau Kola and Ruben Garrick, and the halves would be Josh Schuster and Daly Cherry Evans. And the props are Josh Aloye and Taniela Paseka, and the hooker Lachlan Croker, while the back rows would be Olakau'atu, Tuolangi, and Jake Trbojevic on lock. And the bench for me would be Carl Lorden, Ethan Bullimore, Sean Kepi, and Taufifala Sibley. So that would be my Manly team if I was to pick anyway. But anyway, Fox didn't do too bad, but obviously some things to change in my opinion. But anyways, everyone, that was a fan's reaction to the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles 2023 side. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you'd change anything from this Fox League team, or if you disagree, or if you disagree with anything I've chose to change that Fox League team. Let me know because I'm open to hearing different thoughts on the teams and stuff like that. So yeah, so obviously, yeah, that brings it into the video. Hopefully, it's a good year for Manly this year ahead. And as always, stay safe and subscribe to the channel. We are getting closer to the 2,900 subscribers. So not far now, not far now.